On today's 30-minute mechanic, we're going to upload a tune that I made earlier to our Microsquirt, and we may just turn the key and see if the thing starts. So buckle up, let's go. Okay, got pretty much everything done here. I got the battery hooked up. Everything I think is clear. There's nothing in the way. Fan, I did some learning about the fan. It has a fail safe, so keys on, and it does not have ground to pin 14 on the CCRM. The fan turns on. That's so it would never have a situation to not have a fan running and overheat. So if you ground pin 14, the fan will turn off, low speed fan. So it kind of works backwards from what you might actually think it should. But then you ground pin 17 and the high speed fan comes on. So I think everything's wired up to do that properly. So I'm actually going to probably just unplug the fan for the moment. We're not going to, if it cranks up, we're not going to run it long. We're just going to run it for a minute. So I'm going to unplug the, maybe, ugh. If I get the other hand in here. Electric fans on this car were all jacked up when we got it. They were running backwards. It was running backwards and it was wired up really weird. And so there's been some kind of question about how this thing needs to work, but I did some learning, so I think I've got it all figured out. Now, I'm going to turn the key on. Okay, let me get my screen here where I can see what I'm doing. And communications, settings, detect. I can see a lot of reflection in that screen. There. Accept. Okay, now it's going to connect up here and it's going to go, hey, wait a minute. Your current tune's different than what I've got loaded. So we're going to do send current tuner studio settings. We've updated our fuel table, our ignition table, and our required fuel. So I don't know, we might just hit the key and see what happens. Fired up. Holy cow, it's in gear. Yikes. Let's shut it off. Yeah, I did not realize that it was in gear. Let's maybe not have it in gear. It shouldn't have started in gear. Let's try this again. All right. Fire's right up. Oh, I forgot to set the totally forgot to set the TPS. Let's do that. All right, let's give her one more look around. One more start and a quick look around to see if anything's leaking. So maybe if I can turn, can't get my arm in here to turn the key now. What's going on? spinning. Looks like we're burning off a little bit of grease from my hands and stuff, but that's okay. All right, we're going to shut it off now. All right, that was very successful. Quite happy with it. I think I need to set the base timing. I have not checked it, so it may be way high for what we're doing here. But it cranks up. It cranks up easy, and everything works like it should. So much for the old plug and play, man. Plug it in, it works. Very happy. Okay, little smoky in here. She may be a little rich, but I mean that's fine. We can certainly take care of that. Cool, super happy. Let's move on to something else. All right, here we are back in the messy part. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna make us a little turn down. I got an old kind of 90-degree piece here. We're gonna tack it, maybe just straight up weld it to this clamp V-band deal. That way I can kind of direct exhaust down. Where are my readers? Direct exhaust down instead of straight back. It's been something I've been thinking about and wanting to do for a while, so we're going to go ahead and do it. This is not the greatest piece, but we'll stick it on there. We can always cut it off if we don't like it later, so let's tack her on there. I can see. Jump around here now. Actually working pretty good. Kind of got a hole there we got to deal with. We'll get it though. Let's turn that like this where we can see it better. But James, you didn't clean it up before you welded it. Doesn't matter. Not beautiful, but not terrible either. Oh my. Ouch, that's kind of hot. It's gonna get hotter. Kind of got a hole here Kind of got a hole I got to fill up, but I can do that. Filled up. Just about done with this. One more. Ow, 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 ow. That's hot. It's kind of weird looking. Yeah. When in doubt, just put more weld on it. Oof, that's hot. Okay, that didn't turn out too bad. I'm gonna have to go get something to grab onto that with because it is like 1,000,000,000 degrees. Okay, there's a handy dandy little turn down made. That'll go on the bottom of our downpipe. And it's super hot right now, so I'm not gonna put it on, even though I really, really want to. I got another plate I'm gonna bolt on to the cutout hole because, you know, I'll put the cutout in there, and we're probably not gonna use the cutout, but I've got a space. If we want to do a full exhaust, then we can have a cutout. But we're just gonna run the turn down for now. Okay, we're gonna test something here related to cooling fans. Okay, that fan is on. Well, we need to connect. Forgot this particular thing. Forgets what port it's connected to sometimes when you shut it off. So we got to find it again. Except. All right. We're going to jump over here to our programmable ins and outs. I think coolant is, we're going to turn our coolant temperature down to 100. See if the other fan comes on. I mean the high speed. Oh, it just turned off. Turns off. Oh, what? That was weird. That was completely not what I was expecting to happen. Okay, so we turned that one off at 100. Let's put it back at, it was 195, wasn't it? Let's set it for 120 and see what happens. Burn. Okay. That just came on. We'll go back to 195 again. I don't know if that's high speed or low speed. I'm gonna burn that. I got tack out here and it's at 210. So what happens if I set it to 100? This may be fan on, fan off. And that didn't change a thing. 120. 9. It didn't change a thing. 210. Go back to 210. Burn. Okay. Not really sure. This thing's turning the fan off, so something may be miswired. Not 100% sure. Because it shouldn't be turning the fan off. If I set it for, well, yeah, that would be right. Set it for 100, it'd turn it off. I think. It's on now. Let's see. Go back and try that again. If it's at 105, let's go burn. It just turned off. Let's change that to 107. Burn. 108. Oops, that's not an 8. And an 8. Burn. Oh, our hysteresis is 10 degrees. 1-8. Burn. Okay, so that turns on at 118. I think I really want that to be more close to 175. Burn. Close. So we're not at 175. Man, I'm confused on how this is working. That's going to take me some thinking, see what's going on here, because if I have it set for 175 and it's only 107, where's that? It shouldn't be on. So something's not wired right somewhere. But we'll figure it out and get it straightened out before we run this thing very much longer. But that's easy stuff. Okay. Still got to finish wiring up the wideband. We'll have to do that before we get too far along. I really want to have it on and working when I crank it up and run it anymore so I can see what's going on. It smells pretty rich, which I'm not surprised. The other car was rich too, so... But I'd rather have it rich than lean, so it fires up and runs, and then we can adjust it, tune it out. So, all right. Oh, and the turn down cooled off enough I could bolt it on. So I went ahead and did that. I'll show you. Yep. Let's turn our light on. There we go. So now we've got the cutout capped. Then we've got a turnout. We can rotate that whatever direction we want and blow exhaust whatever direction we want. I just didn't want it. I'd rather be blowing out than, I don't know, we can send it out of the car, I guess. The old one used to just stop and it was just open back there, and I didn't really like that so much because I was blowing exhaust on everything back there. And when it did run rich, it got soot everywhere. So yeah, okay, kind of done with that. Yep, you did see a hose clamp right there. Put a big hose clamp on there. Tightened it up, kind of made a little makeshift exhaust hanger there. Mainly because I just wanted to support it and I was in a hurry. So 30-minute mechanic, baby. Yep. That's going to do it for today's 30. It runs. Turn the key. Crank, build fuel pressure, crank, boom, fires right up. I'd say I don't believe it, but I do believe it because I'm 30-minute mechanic. Just kidding. Anyways, that'll do it for today. The car runs. It's a little rich. We can lean her out. That's good. but I'm just happy that it runs. We need to set our base timing. Before they do that, we're gonna get the wideband hooked up to where it's reporting good data connected to the Microsquirt 2, and that way we have some good data to go on there. We made us a turn down for our exhaust back there and capped off the thing and put the turn down or turn out or turn around or whatever you want to call it in there. So, man, it's been a great day. I'm excited. This thing runs, man. It runs. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell your friends, and it runs. We'll see you next time. Bye. We got to have a better video.